What's up guys, this is Shannon. Today we're going to check out Senze in Picc, Penang. Let's go! We are back here again. Since the last time we were here, we checked out Muze. They have launched a brand new phase called Senze. And now you can see it's all under construction already. Tower cranes are all up. But unfortunately, we don't get to go any nearer. Let's go to the sales gallery first and see what we can do. Just a refresher, right? This in total will be a master plan, a freehold master plan that is about 43 acres. It's so rare to have such a big piece of land to develop within the Penang Island setting. And we have visited this. But what's exciting as usual, the LRT line has been confirmed. This will be the Mutiara Line, and now we are in the sales gallery right now. So the station will be right outside. So that is very exciting because there will be direct access into the township altogether. So up front, this will be a mall, an upcoming mall. But the main concern here has always been the traffic congestion. So there has been a lot of discussion regarding the infrastructure improvement. Technically now, the jam happens because of two things. One will be the bottleneck at the roundabout. The other one will be the series of traffic light that's happening right in front of the road. And that's when new developments comes in handy for the local authorities to kind of push agendas of widening the road. Also, mall right now is ongoing, a very intensive planning state. So now they are actually working on the TIA, the Traffic Impact Assessment Report, to be submitted to the local authority on their brand new planning design. And this is crucial, especially when we are going to talk about the brand new project called Senze, as it's directly next to it. From this master plan, we can also see all the link bridge that will be linked once everything is done, like including to the existing Muze. So this entire PICC just stands out from the surrounding, especially when you have low density living around. You will have the airport very close by. It's like 5 km away only. Then if you need to go to the second bridge, it's rather close. You will have a golf course right in front, and you will have the convention center. So this is rather happening during the weekends. There are even efforts to kind of build all this link bridge. Some of the parts will be underground. And going in, that will be the project called Senze. So coming in from that bridge, right, this will be the road right next to the project that we're going to check out today called Senze. So in total there will be 3 blocks A, B, C. In total 1,680 units altogether. It's a mixed development where it consists of commercial area at the bottom, so it will add convenience to all the residents. Then you will have an elevated car park going upwards, then you will have the residential components. So based on the current traffic pattern, the only way to access into the building will be via the inner road, so it's a single direction kind of format. This will be the main drop-off, which is in the center of the commercial areas. And you know what? All sold out. All the commercial units at the bottom has been sold out. After the drop-off, then this will be the access into the elevated car park. Okay, so above the elevated car park, this will be the facilities deck. And coming up from the lift lobby of respective towers, right, at level 8, there will be this crazy big facility deck all together. There will be in total 3 different pools. So you have your wading pool and your swimming pool 1 here. You will have your lap pool in the center. You will have the swimming pool 3 at the side. This is not like isolated because they want to develop it by phase. It's in one go all together. It's also open for all residents to freely roam around, and that includes the gym as well. So you have gym 1, gym 2, gym 3, barbecue lounge 1, barbecue lounge 2, barbecue lounge 3. Half basketball court here. You will have the children playground between the transition of towers. At the end, there will be a co-working space. That's nice. Not only that, on the rooftop as well, there will be a viewing deck and a sky lounge there because of the characteristic of the site. So if you are at the rooftop, you get to enjoy the hill. You get to see airplanes taking off from the airport. You get to see the second bridge. You get to see the sea. basically everything lah. They also celebrate the technical aspect of the building, such as the ball pass system. You will have the shear wall system. You will have a transfer slab, so the entire facility will be very well designed. But now they have upgraded. Now you have a pneumatic garbage collection system. Means when you put into refuse chute, it gets transferred to a central collection area. Then you will have the high-speed lift, the on-site detention tank to minimize localized flooding. I personally really like this because only when you live in the building itself, you will realize the importance of all this. For example, the disposal system, right? Now instead of having maintenance workers or cleaners to clean each floor every day or every alternate days, right? It's so labor intensive, then it also compromises privacy and security a little bit. Now, all resolved. And please be informed that each tower will have different number of units and density altogether. For tower C, in total there will be 16 units, and there will be 6 lifts servicing these 16 units, and the units are laid in a double loaded corridor format. You have units on both sides, and you will have voids within. So this will be the unit that we're going to check out today. This is type C, 915 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And when you come in from the foyer here, there will be a nice area for a shoe cabinet coming in. You'll have a kitchen linking to the dining, then living space connected to the balcony. Then you will have bedroom 1, the master bedroom. Then you will have a utility room here, an ensuite to the master bedroom, and a shared bathroom here. And this is... what is this? Maybe this is the aircon latch, if not mistaken. Anyway, let's go check it out. So coming in from the corridor, this will be the foyer, and the width for this foyer is 1.44 meters. We can still fit in a shoe cabinet if you want to, and all these will be provided within the package itself. So now they are actually taking a different path compared to Muze. Units in Senze itself, they're a bit more compact, a little bit more friendly in terms of pricing, and they also thought about the need of youngsters right now, where the capital outlay for renovation is just too high. So they are providing fully furnished packages along with the unit. So it means all that can be under financing. Coming in through the foyer, then this will be a 1 meter by 2.4 meter door, so the clearance is about 946 mm. And going through there, this will be the kitchen, dining, living, balcony, and the yard tucked at the side. So first things first, the kitchen is arranged in a linear form, so you will have a rather connected space to the dining and living all together. And the width from edge to edge is about 3.21 meters, where you can have the basin here, workspace. This will be the hob and the hood provided by Media. So this is a 2-burner coffee machine, microwave, and the backsplash that comes with it. Switches as well. Wow, solid. And all these will be provided. That includes this cabinet for the fridge itself by Media. Anyway, for clarification purposes, right, a lot of decor items that you see within the units are not included. Do always check with the salesperson on the exact furnishing or items given. Then next to the kitchen space, there will be a window connecting to the yard space. Here you will have a washer and dryer. So the area here is 1.18 meters by 1.47 meters. Connecting over, this will be the aircon latch. I like that it's very safe, but I think it's a little bit too big. So walking into the dining space, the floorings that they are providing will be this 600 by 600 mm tiles. You will have a white skirting across, and you will have this terrazzo pattern solid surface. Solid. And this will be the dining and living. So the wall-to-wall space here is about 3.07 meters, and the ceiling height is about 2.96 meters to the soffit level. And the ongoing selling price for this project is about 900 per square feet. And that depends on the orientation, at which side you want to face, the floor level, and also one very important thing will be the different finishing packages. So this will be the standard fully furnished package. That's an upgraded version. We need to go and check it out. Also, the whole unit comes with all the smart home features like your sensors and your smart locks and things like that. So they are actually providing a lot of things for this freehold project. So in other words, right, this unit is going to be starting from about 800 over 1,000. Then the highest floor one will be about 1,000,000 plus lah. And during our previous visit to Muze, I realized that within this Bayan Baru site, especially the one closer to Spice Exhibition Centre, you can really feel that the level of infrastructure has drastically improved on that side. Roads are technically wider. The experience for pedestrians is actually smoother compared to the more matured addresses around. But if you were to look surrounding PICC as a township itself, you have a lot of existing old landed houses around. So as a benefit to that, you will have unblocked view all the way. The only elements that will be blocking you will be the one within the township itself. So when you pick units, please do bear that in mind. That will be the benefit of being in a township itself, because all elements are actually designed by one same party, so they will try their very best to include everyone benefit during the planning stage lah. Moving on from the living area, going into the balcony, there will be a sliding door here. This will be one of the views that you get lah. So this will be the one facing Muze, their phase 1 project. Similar to the yard space, I like the tiles. You have all the textures around. Woo. Anyway, the width of the balcony is about 1.05 meters, and you will have glass and steel handrails built on a curb. So here you get to maximize your view altogether. And as mentioned just now, you can see only existing components within the township needs to be a concern for your views. If not, the remaining is all low-rise elements around. So that's for the open space. Going into the private areas via this corridor, the width here is about 1.1 meters, and here you will have the first bedroom, then the common shared bathroom here. And let's check this out first. So here you will have basin and WC by Bravat, then full height wall tiles with a shower screen and a shower system, along with a window for ventilation purposes. I like the size and the arrangement, and it even includes the vanity cabinet at the bottom. So this is going to be so convenient when you move in, right? Terus when you move in, you can leave already. Wow, how I wish they would have gone one step further in providing ramps to all the difference in levels, so it will be more friendly to the knees and for those with mobility issues. Going opposite, then this will be bedroom 1. We can put in a queen size bed, study table, and a wardrobe space here. And the size is about 2.5 meters by 3.5 meters. At the edge, then there will be this window panel. Right, let's check. Yep, there will be this window panel here. Coming out, they will be providing steel door frames that comes with a shadow gap. So this will somewhat ensures that the joint between the door frame and the brick wall will be very, very tidy. And moving on, this will be what they call a utility room. So this is where you can actually use this as a workspace or a storage area, an actual bedroom like this one. But here you can only fit a single bed with a wardrobe. It will be a bit tight, and this one will be attached to the aircon latch right outside, right? So this entire frame here, at least the window is still big. And the size of the room is about 2.1 by 2.5. Coming out last but not least, this will be the master bedroom. So the width here is 2.64 and the length is about 4.73. So after you put in a king size bed here, you still have circulation space to walk around. You will have this window. Oh wait, the window actually extends all over to the side as well. Right? Wow! Yeah, this is nice. So it actually extends all the way to the side. Moving on, then this will be the wardrobe area going into the master bathroom. So similarly, you will have basin and WC furnished by Bravat. You will have all the toiletries, full height wall tile, shower screen, slightly tinted, along with a rain shower and the window for ventilation, connected to the aircon latch as well. After checking out the fully furnished unit of Type C, right, they actually did up a show unit for the upgraded version, and let's go check what's the difference lah. But in first glance, you can already see like the shoe cabinet design is already different. Let's go in. Whoa, like the kitchen cabinet specs are also different furnishing level will be different. So overall, what can be accurately quantified within the upgrade will be the specifications, right? Like for the TV, they will be upgrading from a 50-inch to a 65-inch TV. In terms of aircon, since they are actually providing aircons along with the unit, so it will be a brand difference. For the previous unit, then they are using Media. For the upgraded one, they will be using Panasonic or equivalent brands. Then for the basin and WC within the toilet itself, instead of Brava, they will be upgraded into Toto, and those will be the more accurately quantifiable elements. The rest, like the finishes and the carpentry work and the sofa set, those will be a little bit harder to quantify. If you can visit the show unit, then please come and see it for yourself, because you really need to feel it. Based on picture, they might look the same. But it's the quality that is very hard to describe. For example, the cabinet design here. You have the translucent kind of finishes here. Right, this will be very nice. Then the finishes of the bed head as well, the feature wall, all these will be different. But once again, if you require any clarification, which I heavily suggest you guys to have, on the exact specifications, like does my cabinet looks like this or looks like that, will it come with a transparent bit like this, which is so good looking here? My new house is going to do that too. Because we don't need to guess what's inside all the time. If not, I don't know what I put inside the cabinet. But coming back to it, please do clarify with the salesperson that you're communicating with regarding the exact specifications that you will get for your unit. And I guess that's all for the unit. Let's go to the site. Okay guys, we are back on site. Pulled some strings. We are going to see the site via Muze. Also check out their brand new upgrades lah. Right, they tell me they have done a lot of upgrades. So instantly, the very first upgrade that the team shared with me will be the car park system. Last time they used card. Now for visitors it's way more complicated. Now you actually get a QR code from your phone, and then they designate a car park space for you as a visitor. Whoa. Second thing, you will have this. Last time when we were here, this was not here. Wow. But no people charge, man. So now we are at the site of Senze, and what you can see now, this will be the part where they cut off the access, as the roads are not even ready yet. But if you can look into the structure, they are already building the facilities already. But what's more important here, you can see that this piece of land here will be the future mall. That is the deal breaker for me. So we are in Muze right now. The identity is very clear. The buying intention has always been for own stay, and they focus a lot on solid specifications and materials, and they are having this continuous effort in trying to improve everything, like the LED lights lah, the artworks lah, the EV charging lah, games room facilities lah, all fine. But for Senze, then this is a mixed development, and because it's a mixed development, the traffic and the lifestyle depends highly on what's next door. Then you will have the dilemma. So do you want this mall to be great or not? If business is prosperous, here will be congested. The journey back will be congested. If it's not great, then it will create a stigma. And this component as well also determines the future traffic flow of the entire township. So the deal breaker, this one. So that will be tower A, B, C facing the mall, because we don't really know how it looks like yet, right? The connection point between the residents and the mall is also uncertain right now. So I'm not too sure whether is it an underground access into the mall or an elevated one into the mall. So what's going to be happening here, because currently in the model, this is actually somewhat like a common area, which I don't think is very realistic, because technically it's actually two different boundaries. And when we look into the road, so this will be a circle like that, and the only way to turn in will be via this branch in the future. For Senze, they have a rooftop facility, and the views up there is remarkable. At level 8, I already think that it's very nice already. And here you can literally see airplanes taking off, the sea view, the island view, the mountain view, golf course view, whatever view also you get like here. So I'm glad that besides the facilities floor, they have another rooftop facility for people to enjoy the view. And something I really look forward to will be when this particular project is completed, the access through behind will be open as well. So now currently, in order to access, right, mainly people will be depending on this road, which is all the time jam. Like now also it's busy. But when everything is done, there will be different accesses through the local residential area right now. And this is pretty common in Penang to access a high-rise tower, right? You need to drive through people's houses. And that connects us over to the commercial areas to get a closer experience of what we're going to get as a resident at Senze. So this is level 41. Again, shout out to the team for actually bringing me and entertaining my request. But at level 41, then the entire perspective, it's absolutely different, okay? As mentioned just now, the view would be part of the reason why you should consider this location. Because like here, if you get the right orientation, you get Bukit Jambu, you get the golf course, you get the skyline, you get first bridge, second bridge, then sometimes you have airplanes flying through, you will have the island and the sea. And this is only level 41. Imagine at level 51, you will get an even better one. And these views will be the background for your sky lounge when you are just dining and chilling with your friends. Woo! And I guess that's all for this round. It's now time for Sean's take 3 on 3. So the very first thing I like about Senze is it's part of this master plan development called Picc. And when you have a master plan development, everything within will be planned together, so you won't have any elements clashing or competing against each other. So an example will be Muze against Senze. So if you look into the size, it's very different. You look into the specifications of materials, very different. Spatial quality, very different. Components, very different. So they won't cannibalize each other. Instead, they are complementary of each other. And right next to Senze, then there will be an upcoming mall. Then behind you will have the future medical center and things like that. Also part of it, when you're playing the very long game, the developer will ensure all the initial phases will be done immaculately. And that explains all the active efforts in improving Muze as a development. As we are standing in Muze right now, you can see the upgrading of the artwork lah, the car park system lah. The games room now, they have a racing rig. Then they added windows because residents complain water splashing into the corridors. If this is a standalone development by a boutique developer, nobody will care. All those are not specified in any form of agreement. All will be added cost to the developer. So all these efforts are going to be part of the branding exercise moving forward. Yeah, so I think it's excellent. On that same note, you can really see the developer putting in a lot of effort within the infrastructure itself. So they have form of commitments where they're going to widen the existing road right here. LRT station is going to come in. So they're going to figure out the connectivity. Then they're going to build the upcoming mall and to ensure everything is smooth. And again, you have 30 over acres left to build. This is only the start. Then the second thing I like about Senze will be the design. And design here, besides architecture, there's also the marketing aspect to it. So in terms of architecture, I like the 3 towers having different height, and it's arranged in a C shape. So compared to Muze, where you have some units facing each other, for Senze, you have all units will have respective views. Either you want the Bukit Jambu view or you want the airport view. Both are excellent in my opinion. Then I kind of like the mixed development because it's the commercial title, so you will have elements of convenience below. Then one of the favorite will be the rooftop facility as well. Due to the site typology where you have mountain in the back and sea in the front, it's a bit wasted to not leverage on this since you have the building height. What's mind-blowing will be the facilities. That sheer size of facility, also the number of it. Not 1, not 2, but 3 sets of everything that you can find. Barbecue lounge, 3 sets. Gym, 3. Swimming pool, 3. And all can be mixed together, meaning everybody can use everything. Wow, isn't it more effective to build centralized one? From a marketing point of view, in terms of sizes, it's smaller than Muze. In terms of product specification, it's slightly lower than Muze. For intention wise, right, personally I think Senze would be more friendly to the younger crowd. Therefore, the fully furnished package actually makes sense. A lot of people can afford to buy a house but no money to do renovation, right? So they kind of provide solution to it. And last of all will be this area of Bayan Baru. I don't know, maybe because I'm traveling from KL, right? Like the distance from the airport actually matters to me. So So here is very close to Bayan Lepas, which is the location of the airport. Then within the same street, you already have existing schools like SJKC, Kaisin is right in front. Then you have a few more at the back. And something about this side of town compared to the rest like Georgetown and Jelutong and Tanjung Tokong area, right? The level of infrastructure is higher, roads are wider, pedestrian experience is more friendly because this development came later than what we see in town. But as a resident of Senze, what's going to be beneficial is when Senze is completed, it's going to connect into that side of town besides depending on only this street. So you will have multiple access into the development itself. So that's going to be convenient, number one. Then you're surrounded by a lot of commercial areas. Since the area is already matured, then you have a great balance between convenience. Another thing will be the view. Because at level 41, we can already see that spectacular view. For the three things I don't like, then number one, there'll be a level of uncertainty that I'm feeling right now about the site, right? So the very first uncertainty is how does the mall look like? So I don't know. Because technically to me, that will be the deal breaker for the entire development. If this is remarkable in complementary to the existing improvement of infrastructure, this will be spectacular. Imagine a very successful mall packed with people, ultimate connectivity. The entire residents of PICC can just walk around without going through the car, yet having to enjoy the views around, right? Wow, it's going to be super awesome. But on the other side, if it's not done well, then it will form a stigma. Also, the connection point between Senze, because Senze is actually facing the mall, so there will be several strategies. For example, if there's a connectivity from Senze over to the mall via ground floor, then there will be a great opportunity for a garden design or a piazza to kind of have a statement between two buildings. That would be so nice. Or if it's connected via the facility deck over to the top floor of the mall, so what will that experience be like? So it has direct correlation on the success of the mall. The second thing I don't like then will be the fact that the commercial lots underneath Senze are being sold. Like, I wish the developer would have kept them, but to ease cash flow, right? Selling them would make more sense, but in exchange for the control. So now, residents don't really have control over the components of retail below Senze. Like, what will be the program? Like, is it going to be cafes? Is it going to be retail? Is it going to be hairdressing, salons, restaurants, bookstores? Don't know, because now the units, all 14 units of them are sold, and that will be the very first impression when residents or visitor come to Senze itself. So it will be the front portion. So I am concerned because I have no control as a resident over the retail. However, I have checked with the team. They mentioned that clear restrictions will be outlined within the SPA agreement. And the third thing that I have concern on will be the over specification for a lot of their things. So especially the facilities deck in terms of number and size and the area of the deck. Like, do you necessarily need so much? It's almost like trying very hard to make a solid statement that Senze is here in PICC. Because as a result, right, yes, people will appreciate it in first glance when you look at it, like, wow, this is absolutely out of this world. And you combo that with all the specification like the shear wall design, the usage of transfer slab, the pneumatic garbage disposal system, all this kind of specification. I really appreciate them as a homeowner, but only as a homeowner you will appreciate all this. Because by doing all that, construction is actually very, very high because you spec very high materials. Like even for the fully furnished package and the smart home system, all these will stack up the construction cost, also resulting in a higher selling price compared to the surrounding. But do I appreciate it as a homeowner? Again, yes. But if you compare all that specifications to the surrounding, right, they are taking a very, very big leap. So to really get a clearer picture, a visit to an existing project is a must, because you gotta really see the specification and the improvement that they have done. Only you can imagine, right? Because I don't think you can justify the price just by looking at the surrounding, especially if you look into the surrounding lah. Because this stands out a lot. And I guess that's all for this episode. Shout out to the team for arranging this viewing deck over to the project because there's no access still. And do I like the project? Yes, but my only biggest concern, the mall. So I am very excited, borderline anxious about the mall design. But ultimately that will be the centerpiece for PICC, which is going to be the centerpiece for the island of Penang lah. And I guess that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you really like this episode, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.